Hello and welcome. Joining me today is Mr. Rahul Mehta, Chief Mentor, Clothing Manufacturers Association of India. Mr. Mehta, thank you very much for joining us on Republic TV.
Thank you for having me.
The finance minister had just rolled out big bang reforms. Prime Minister Modi had announced them on the Independence Day, and then finance minister rolled them out earlier this week. What are your first thoughts, sir, as an industrialist and as someone who's heading and advising an association of an entire industry?
Well, I think at the outset, I would like to congratulate the Prime Minister, the Finance Minister, and the GST Council for what I think is an excellent set of reforms, both for the good of the common man and the middle class, as well as for the industry in terms of ease of doing business. I think they have introduced a lot of simplifications, lot of measures that will actually help the industry to serve the consumer better. My only concern is that some sectors, particularly in the textile sector and apparel sector, have been surprisingly left out of the price reductions and GST reductions, and in fact, their rates have gone up. That is a pain point, which I believe has will become a major sore point for the industry.
Okay. The finance minister, in fact, just today spoke to Mr. Arnab Goswami, and she said that she's open. I mean, the government is rather open to having discussions with the industry when it comes to further refining the changes that have been made in GST. What are your expectations? We also saw a letter that you've written to the Prime Minister. What are your expectations, sir, when we roll out the reforms on 22nd?
Yeah. You see, where we feel that the government has gone wrong, if I can use those words, is the fixing of the price limit of rupees 2,500 or the 5% GST rate applicable in the garment sector. Every garment above the price of 2,500 is going to be now charged at 18%, as against the 12% which used to be earlier. Now, I think whilst the objective of the Honorable Prime Minister was very correctly to help the consumer, especially the middle class and the common man consumer, to buy more goods, to have more money in their pockets. I think they have misread the market situation and the reality that the consumer, the middle class consumer, does not stop at just 2,500 rupees. And their purchases of garments can very easily move up to almost 7 to 8,000 rupees, even 10,000 rupees. Because where I think there have been a few gaps in their understanding is that various sectors, various categories of products, garments products particularly, are priced much above rupees 2,500, and these products are worn by the middle class and the common man. To give you just a few examples, you look at all the woolen goods that are bought, any sweater, any jackets, which for a North Indian or a people in the Northeast or East India, it becomes a product of essential commodity, and these are definitely priced far above rupees 2,500. You look at the Indian ethnic wear. If you look at the typical ghagra choli, what girls would like to wear during festivals, your Navratri, your Durga Puja, these are all between 4,000 to 5,000 to 7,000. You look at wedding clothes. The dream of every parent is to dress up his or her daughter in the best finery that he can afford. And surely no wedding dress is available at 2,500 rupees. Even a common man, maybe he spends it only once in his lifetime, but would like to buy a dress of 10,000 or 15,000 rupees for his daughter on her very special day. So I think I've been requesting the Prime Minister to, at best and ideally speaking, remove this price consideration from the GST. Ultimately, clothing is part of the roti kapda makan trilogy, which the common man should get, in fact, without any taxes, or at least at the minimum level of taxes. So the entire set of garments should really be at 5%. But even if, for whatever consideration, the government would like to impose some kind of a price ceiling beyond which the rate should go to 18%, I'm sure that should be much higher than 2,500. It could be 5,000, it could be 7 to 8,000, it could be 10,000, but certainly not below that.
Okay. Given that the reforms have already been announced, the finance minister just today indicated that she's open to discussing with the industry. Is that a kind of ray of hope for you?
It is definitely a ray of hope. I heard the finance minister say, even in another interview, that she's open for discussion, and I think that's a very, very good statement coming from her. I have already written to her that requesting her to review this particular price point, and we will be definitely making all efforts to meet her personally and explain to her as to where we feel that this particular aspect of the GST reform needs to be re-looked at, needs to be reviewed. And we are very, very hopeful that with the strength of our arguments and our logic, she will undertake a review.
Okay. On September 22, when the reforms actually roll out, I want to understand from you what are going to be the impact, what are going to be the implications on the clothing industry, so positive as well as some challenges that you've pointed out already.
See, the operational part, the goods which have now become cheaper, between 1,000 rupees to 2,500 rupees, which are earlier at 12%, have now become 5%. There, the problem is not too severe because the retailer is permitted to sell his products at a price lower than the MRP. So all he has to do is to give a discount on whatever are the inventories that are lying with him. So that's not too much of an issue. And I think most brands will be more than happy to pass on the benefit of the price reduction. Although to the brand owner, it is going to mean a certain loss of income. But this is more than, I think, justified in terms of the hopefully higher consumption that will happen. The operational challenge will come for goods which were earlier priced with the 12% GST in its calculation and will now be at 18%. Because neither the retailer nor the brand is enjoying those kind of margins that they can absorb these 6%. So the prices will in fact go up to the consumer. And as per the law, one is not allowed to change the MRP. One is not allowed to replace the old tag with a new tag. So how this is going to happen, how this price increase will be effected, that's an issue which we are already taking up with the Legal Metrology Department and the Consumer Affairs Department to see how this can be done. And this is which is a pain point that the goods which were over 2,500 rupees will in fact see a higher price to the consumer. And not the lower price which the Prime Minister had intended. So both from the consumption point of view, because it will impact the consumption, and the issue is that it has come just in the start of the festive season. To expect the brands and the retailers to undertake this entire exercise of reworking the prices, of re-changing the labels, if they are allowed to do so, it's going to probably ruin 50% of the festive season. So both from an operational perspective as well as the consumption perspective, I see this coming at a very, very wrong time.
Wonderful. Mr. Mehta, thank you very much for giving us insights into what your thoughts are on the GST rollout. We will be tracking this and we'll come back to you as and when the GST implementation actually is rolled out post September 22. Thank you very much for joining us.
Don't just track us. Also wish us good luck.
Wonderful. Wish you very good luck, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.